Hello, in this video we are going to look at damaged nails and how to repair them with magnetic seal and protect, little bit about the product and its benefits. I am Radina Ignatova, a professional nail expert and international nail educator at Artistic Touch Nail Academy with online courses. So I have just removed buy-up nails and I've been filming a lot of content, and mostly what I've been doing is I've been using my left hand because it's easier to do nails onto with the right hand onto the left, and this one is definitely more damaged. I took nails off about a day ago and I've been treating them with a lots of cuticle oil and healthy hoof protein cream, which it does amazing job. So before I start applying anything else, I want to support the natural nails first. I'm doing my nails for going away on holiday in a couple of weeks, so they need a little bit of attention before I start applying new nail extensions. So seal and protect from magnetic. It works from the inside. It bonds onto into the natural nails, and but it does not sit on top like a normal nail hardener or strengthener would. So when the nails become thin, flexible, peeling or overworked, I pay attention to the nail condition itself before thinking about applying anything else, whether that was only a gel polish or a nail extension. So sometimes we need these type of products. Everyone have heard about IBX repair and strengthening treatment. This is very similar to IBX repair and strengthening treatment. So my nails are clean. I just washed my hands about 5 minutes ago. They do not have any oils or anything, so I do not have to do a lot on them. The only thing that I'm going to use right now, one pump. I'm going to use 1 pump of IPA and 1 pump of acetone if I get it to come out of the bottle. Here we go. And this is going to act as a prep solution. So on a lint-free pad, I'm just going to dehydrate the nails, and this is going to ensure that there is no from touching my hands, there is no natural oils transferred onto them, so the product can seal properly. The nails are already porous. I am not going to buff or anything, so this is not magnetic seal and protect needs to be shaked very well before it's used, and always follow your manufacturer guidelines. When you go onto their website, there is very clear explanation about the product and how to use it. So I've been wiping right now when I was talking to you the brush. I need this brush to be almost dry, and I am going to, so I still have a little bit of buy-up left over. I did a soak off, but I have not removed the entire product completely because it's still intact and I do not want to overfile the nails. So this product should not go onto the skin because it's going to harden it, and I like to use it as you would apply a base coat with slightly rubbing motions. So the only difference between magnetic seal and protect and IBX is that magnetic is slightly more salon friendly product, and it does not require heat. So IBX you would heat with a lamp for a couple of minutes, which it is very time consuming in a salon setting, before you do full polymerization into your lamp. So you have to heat the IBX and then cure. Pop this hand in for 60 seconds. So yes, the IBX you need to heat and then cure into your LED lamps, whereas Magnetic Seal and Protect you only cure for 60 seconds, so it's much quicker. So this one is been for 60 seconds, and now I'm going to remove the inhibition layer. I am using only IPA. I am doing it slightly different from what they have it onto their website. I am not using their prep solutions and stuff. I am just using IPA. So leave this to evaporate, and now we are going to apply second coat. I like to do 2 coats when my nails are slightly more damaged. So keeping in mind that this product, Magnetic Seal and Protect, contains HEMA. So you need to be slightly more cautious when working with it, and you must know this when you are working with more sensitive clients and clients that had history of irritations and stuff like that. That's not going to be suitable for them. In that case, you need to choose IBX. So now I'm going to apply the second coat, and 2 coats are more than enough, and I'm going to dry this for another 60 seconds. So what you need to understand for these products is you probably not be able to apply on paper thin nails, meaning that if you damage the nails, or your client simply comes back from another salon that did damage to the nails, and the nails have been thinned so far down, went into the second or even the third main layer of the nail plate. Because this is a UV product and it penetrates into the nail plate, you need to be cautious, because this can even further go into the nail bed itself, meaning the skin underneath. I'm going to do this once more, and it can, like any other UV product, this does not mean that it's meant to repair nails. You still need to be cautious when using these type of products as well. Does not matter whether that is Seal and Protect or IBX, they work pretty much the same. You need to be very cautious with these type of products, not to use them on overly thin nails, very damaged nails. For that type of nails, I would recommend only cuticle oil and regular manicures. My lamp has reset by itself from me just moving my hand. So be mindful when applying these type of products on very damaged nails. So that's the second layer being on, and I did 2 times 60 seconds. I just feel that it bonds slightly better to the nails, and now I am removing the inhibition layer. So anything, see how this is shiny, so anything that has not bonded we want to remove, and in my case I am using only IPA. and I'm going to repeat the same steps onto the second hand. So these type of products are designed to help reinforce and support the damaged nails before moving straight back to whether that is going to be nail extensions, whether that is going to be biap, gel polish, or any other nail products. They can be used as well with it can be used under any nail coatings just to help maintain the natural nail health, and it can be done on infills as well, but in that case we're only applying it onto the regrowth and we're targeting the new nail. So still what I said about very thin and damaged nails, you need to be very cautious when working on these nails. So these type of products, you do not want to touch the skin. I am leaving a small margin between the cuticle area and the nail, and only targeting the old regrowth. So I'm going to pop this for another 60 seconds as well. So magnetic seal and protect is more quicker in a salon setting than IBX, and to be honest, I don't know why magnetic seal and protect is not as popular as IBX is. It does the same job. I think I much prefer the magnetic in my opinion, because it's much quicker and it works just the same. I get the same results from the magnetic seal and protect. And now I'm going to use a lint-free pad and wipe the same process as I did onto the first hand, wiping off the first coat, what's left, the residue and the inhibition there, leaving the IPA to evaporate from the nail. Just a couple of seconds are enough, and I am going to repeat again the second time applying the magnetic seal and protect, and I'm going to leave that one to under the arm for twice of 60 seconds, just because I get the feeling that it bonds much better to the natural nail, and we get the full we are going to get the full potential of the magnetic seal and protect. So in professional nail work, it's not about only what you put onto the nails. We must look after the natural nails, whether that is our own nails. In my case, that I've been filming a lot of content or master classes and then supporting videos for YouTube, and I have especially my left hand, it was pretty much it was very aggressively, let's say, especially these three nails that I've been showing you stuff. It is being quite damaged for the last couple of weeks, and from trying new stuff and filming content. And so it does not matter whether that's your own hands and your own nails, or if it is clients' nails. we need to look after the natural nail health, and sometimes supporting the natural nail first is the most important step. So I'm going to finish off drying this for another 60 seconds, and this is the result. There is not a dramatic result, especially in my case, because I have some old product left over, and and it exaggerates it when you put these type of products on top of it. But I'm not going to have anything for another couple of weeks until I do my holiday nail extensions. And thank you so much for watching, and see you guys soon with another video.